Welcome to Donor Connect. I'm Saara, and today I'm joined by Dr. Eric Stelnicki, an accomplished pediatric plastic surgeon, visionary leader in craniofacial care, and a generous supporter of research and innovation at NSU. Welcome, Dr. Stelnicki.
Thank you very much.
Today, we're highlighting the Dr. Eric Stelnicki KLS Martin Endowed Fund for Craniofacial Research. This fund supports innovative care for children with facial differences. Dr. Stelnicki's dedication is shaping the future of pediatric medicine at NSU and beyond. Dr. Stelnicki, thank you so much for being here.
No, it's absolutely my pleasure, and thank you for taking the time to meet with me today and talk about this research fund that we've helped create here at NSU.
What led you to start getting into craniofacial care?
Oh, that's one of those good old medical school rotations. I was on a plastic surgery rotation in med school, and I honestly had no intention of being a plastic surgeon, but it was one of those aha moments where I was at the University of Florida, and I'm a Gator, go Gators originally, even though I've been a Shark for the last 30 years. But I was watching a plastic surgeon take a child who looked like a fish, whose eyes were literally on the side of their head instead of in their front. And that doctor worked with a neurosurgeon, split the child's face in half, took the brain, moved it, and took those eyes from the side of the head and moved it in the front and made the child, instead of looking like a fish, look like a human. And I walked out of that operating room and I said, that is what I'm doing for the rest of my life. And I never stopped.
The Dr. Eric Stelnicki KLS Martin Endowed Fund for Craniofacial Research will help so many students and researchers as well.
Absolutely.
If you could share a message to them, what would that be?
Any discipline that is interested in looking at craniofacial care can apply to this fund. And any young or old faculty member who has a project that needs some seed money can apply to this fund. So it's there, and people need to know that it's out there and know that it's there forever. So the fund lives as an endowed fund off of the interest that it generates. So the money that's there will never go away, and whatever can be generated off of the interest, that's what funds the fund. The other thing I would say is it needs to be funded more. So if there are people that want to add to that fund, the more it can be added to, that base of that fund can be there, the more interest it produces and the more it can fund research at this institution in perpetuity. So A, I want people to apply to it, and B, I want people to give to it so it can continue to grow.
So you're running for the Florida House of Representatives. What made you want to run?
Well, there's a couple reasons for that. There's the political reason, and then there's the personal reason. So I am running for the Florida House of Representatives in House District 100, which my district is in Broward County. It runs from Fort Lauderdale all the way up to Deerfield Beach. And if I get elected, I will be the only elected physician in the entire state of Florida. So all these little healthcare things that you hear coming down as laws and bills and things that affect each and every one of us in terms of what's affecting your insurance, immunization laws and rules, and everything that you hear, there is not a single physician making those rules, which I find completely insane. I think it doesn't matter what party you're from, you've got to realize that there needs to be one experienced physician up in Tallahassee helping guide that process, and I'm hoping to be that person. The personal why I'm running is because about 2 years ago, I got very severely injured. I was riding a horse in Wyoming with my wife, and like Christopher Reeves, I was thrown from that horse, and I broke my back in 7 places, including my neck. I was through a blood clot to my brain. I was paralyzed in my arm and my leg, and I threw a blood clot to my chest, lost 5 teeth, broke my face, and bit my tongue half off. And thanks to a wife who didn't want to step on my neck and finish me off, but instead wanted to keep me around, I am here talking to you today. With a lot of hard work from doctors here locally, grace of God and her help, I'm not only been mended a long way back to my health, but it's given me the motivation, since I'm not Christopher Reeves and I'm not in a wheelchair or deceased. I feel that it's the second lease on life it's important for me to do more. And It's not like I do a terrible thing as a pediatric craniofacial surgeon. I think I help a lot of people, but the only way I can help more is to go to Tallahassee to represent the state that I was born in, the state that I love, and go there and help millions and millions of people. And there is a need. There is no one giving medical guidance to all the lawmakers in Tallahassee, and it is my goal to go up there and give that guidance.
This has been so great, Dr. Stelnicki, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. You're doing such important work, so I really appreciate you being here today and sharing that beautiful message.
Thank you so much.
This has been Mako Media, Donor Connect. I'm Saara Juman. See you next time.